Yes, Malibu Beach, famous location where Sharon filmed the beach scene in Making Waves. Couldn't get too close to it, but this is the location, Making Waves right here. This is where she was at. Yeah, let's go, Sharon Tate. One more shot of Malibu Beach, the location of Making Waves. Yes, Making Waves. One of the first Sharon Tate films. She said that wasn't her greatest film, but she still gave it her best, even though they didn't really give her anything to work with as far as lines. But that just goes to show you how resilient she was, why she's my favorite actress. That's right. Shout out to Sharon Tate, Patricia, you know, her whole family. In the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood film, you know, when they did the movie about Sharon Tate.
You're not going to meet him because I don't think you like him.
Why?
Well,
Four men on a search. Each man different, living his own way, searching, discovering numero uno, the new thing in colognes for men. In all the world, there are only four basic masculine scents.
Holy shit. No, that was Polanski. That was Roman Polanski. He's lived there for a month now. First time I seen him. Holy shit. God damn it.
What I always say, most important thing in this town is when you're making money, you buy a house in town. You don't rent. Eddie O'Brien taught me that. Hollywood real estate means you live here. You're not just visiting, not just passing through. You fucking live here. Here I am, flat on my ass, and who I got living next door to me? The director of Rosemary's fucking Baby, that's who. And Polanski's the hottest director in town right now, probably the world. He's my next door fucking neighbor.
Yes, famous LA filming location. So this is the movie theater that Quentin Tarantino used in the film Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. This is the UCLA area, Westwood, but it was dope that the way that he showed her how she would react, and I think the actress Margot Robbie did an amazing job portraying how she would act if she saw her own film. So this was the theater that they used as if she was going to see The Wrecking Crew, and it was really dope. The actress ran up to this part of the theater right here, so it was really dope. Yes, big up Sharon Tate. That's right.
one, please.
Yes, this is one of Sharon's favorite malls. This was the Century City Mall, and Gelson's, I believe, was here, although it definitely didn't look like that. But of course, you know, everything is Westfield. But yeah, this was the mall. I'm gonna show you a picture of her hanging out at the mall. You know, this was the Century City Mall. 1965, it opened up, so she was probably here around 67 when she lived in Santa Monica. So let's go, Sharon Tate. That's right. Yes, another angle of the famous Century City Mall. One of Sharon Tate's famous locations. We're gonna have a picture of her hanging out. You know, they was grooming her to be the next Marilyn Monroe, Elizabeth Taylor. But to be honest with you, I think she was gonna be bigger than that because she had a more serious attitude on the acting. You'll see in her interviews, she was really serious, and I really didn't see no interviews with any of those actresses, you know, as intent on their career and just no holds barred. She just said she was gonna give it all to her, whatever role she got. You know, even if it was a minuscule role that she didn't like, she still gave it her all, and that's important in acting. So that's what I took from her. So God bless Sharon. That's my girl. This is the famous home of Sharon Tate. Right here, looks exactly the same. Right here on PCH. Famous location. Right here. Let's see if we can get a quick shot before I get my car towed. But yeah, this is where Sharon and Roman lived when he wanted to finish writing the movie Rosemary's Baby. So this is where she lived, right here. They had this whole property. Got to make it quick though. But right here is the property, and actually there's some pictures of her in one of these windows. Get a quick shot. Right here is the location. Famous, and there's pictures of her on the beach. Right there. That's it. Famous location. And right there, yes. Sharon Tate, Roman Polanski's house. Location is classic. So headed up the street. This would have been the road Sharon traveled quite a bit, going to see her best friend, Jay. So this is Jay Sebring's house. One interesting thing that I noticed when leaving Jay Sebring's house is going down the hill. It's a short distance to get to Cielo Drive, where Sharon bought her house with Roman. So that's interesting. So it looks like she really liked this area, Beverly Hills and the Sunset. It seems like she kind of, you know, this was her hangout. This is where she hung out. So this is really interesting to see the proximity of how close Cielo Drive is, you know, her and Roman's house. So it looks like she really liked this area. And actually I read a lot about that as well. She really loved Benedict Canyon. You know, it's surreal though, but you know, in watching all the videos and stuff, I can just picture her just passing me, you know, coming through in a convertible, hair blowing and all that. So yeah, she was just full of life and an amazing person. And the Cielo Drive street is coming up here, and like I said, it's literally just down the hill from Jay's location. So I believe that made sense for her as well, you know, because her and Jay were still close all the way, you know, to the end, and it made sense for her to want to be close to him, hanging out and, you know, doing parties and things like that. So but yeah, she really loved this area, and we're coming up here on Cielo Drive, I believe. Definitely a gorgeous area. Once again, a shot of the house where Sharon stayed at when she got pregnant. She was filming Valley of the Dolls, and this is the house that that her and Roman purchased. Definitely sure it looks a little bit different, but gorgeous, gorgeous property. This is their view that they had. Yeah. Sharon wasn't playing with her views. She loved her views. Yes, outside the legendary Chateau Marmont, legendary outside of Sunset Boulevard. This is where Sharon and Roman stayed when they were waiting to rent Patty Duke's house. Yeah, so they stayed here for a while, right up Sunset, right up from Whiskey A Go Go. So it really seems like Sharon really loved the Sunset area because everything is kind of close proximity, but that's the Chateau Marmont. Still on Rodeo Drive, Beverly Hills. So this white building right here, this used to be the location of a nightclub called the Daisy. Shout out to George, Mr. George V, for giving me that information on his video that he did. But right here used to be a nightclub called the Daisy. Sharon used to go and get her groove on, you know. And if she would have saw me DJ, we would have been the best of friends, I guarantee you. Yes, the legendary Green Black's Deli. It just closed down, but this is where Sharon used to go out to lunch with her sister. And her and her sister Deborah used to eat here quite a bit. Legendary Green Blacks. At least we can still see the sign, but it just closed down 2 years ago. But that's a famous location right next to the Laugh Factory, where Sharon used to go and have lunch with her sister. Yep. This is the Aquarius Theater, formerly the Nickelodeon Theater. Both of them closed down now on Sunset. But this is where Sharon was painting outside. She made it a celebrity appearance and donated her time. You know, she was such a wonderful person, so thoughtful, and she came and painted a mural right here. And I'm gonna show you a picture of her painting that mural. Let's go, y'all. Yes, the famous El Coyote Mexican restaurant, Sharon and Jay's favorite restaurant. You know, they came here with Abigail Folger and they were friend with Koski. You know, well, we're gonna keep it positive. You know, even though this was where their last meal was, we're just gonna say this is her favorite place. You know what I mean? So right up the street from the Mexican restaurant, Los Coyotes, this is where Jay Sebring's hairstylist shop was. This is where his salon was. And rumor has it there was a salon after his. Everything has changed so much, you know, it's LA. And rumor has it his salon, the person that had it after it, they kept all the sinks. So you could actually go and see the sinks that Jay used. But yeah, also I was told he was good friends with Rick James, and Rick James was going to be coming over to the house, you know, the night when things went down. You know, I can guarantee you it would have been a different story for those cats if Rick James would have been in the building. You know what I mean? He was a kung fu master, so, you know. But yeah, shout out to Jay. God bless Jay Sebring and his whole family. God bless Sharon and her whole family. God bless Patricia. You know, justice will be served one day, that's for sure. Yeah, so this is 9201 Sunset. This is where the famous Hamburger Habit was. Actually, I found a picture of Sharon. That was her favorite hamburger spot, and mine too. Honestly, it's the best hamburgers in LA. But this is the former location right here, right here.
The laugh, I'm sure they'll laugh.
They're going to
My
be thrilled,
father.
I'm sure.
Yes.
Thank you, Sharon.
That was Sharon Tate, and you'll be seeing a lot of this beautiful young lady.